Dragons, I'm back. I just want to do a bit of a TBR for February. I can't believe it's February, I always say that. But I love a themed month, and February has a lot of romance. I'm also doing the Battle of the Girl Bands and the other readathon. It's called ABC-a-thon, and I will link the creator below because I can't remember. But yeah, I'm super excited. So last month, I wound up finishing most of my TBR. So I can buy 8 books if I want this month from Barnes & Noble if I am able. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my yearly TBR, the stuff that I'm trying to read every single month, and then we will do my game of chance rolls. So I have to do 7 books that I'm planning on reading. All of them are physical, all came from my physical TBR, including both of the e-arcs, but I'm not going to talk about one of the e-arcs because it's a Macmillan title, but I still want to read it, so I'm going to read it, just probably won't vlog it. So yeah, my one YA fantasy, and a lot of these are connected to projects that you'll see kind of throughout the month. If you want more information about my projects, go look at my reset blog. I'm going to chat through them. Fireborn by Rosaria Munda is my YA fantasy book that I'm really excited to actually reread it because I read this quite a bit ago, but I do not remember, and it has since blown up, so I want to read this. My other one I actually have to read because I want a blog tour for. So my other YA fantasy book is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Pornak. This is one that I'm again super excited for. I wound up reading like 6 chapters of this at the early start of January, but then I put it down. But I am on a blog tour for it, so I do need to read it. So this will count as my YA fantasy as well. And then I have 2 e-arcs. One I'm going to chat about that I will definitely read this month is The Frame Up by Gwenda Bond. I got this from they were having like a pick 6 books and this one got chosen. So it's a magically gifted con artist must gather her estranged old mother's crew for a once-in-a-lifetime heist. So I'm excited for this one. It comes out in February, so I think this will be a perfect read. Yeah. And I do have an e-arc for this. I'm not going to talk about my other one because it's a Wednesday Books title, but I really want to read it, and I'm probably just not going to vlog it, and I'll probably just toss it in like a wrap-up for all of the Macmillan titles that I'm not reviewing. Well, not Macmillan, but like the imprint St. Martin's Press that I'm not reviewing. But I do want to read it, so that's why there is a second arc. I'm just not counting it on this list. And then a sequel, because I want to read it. I have heard so many mixed things, but I like to read things and for my own opinion. So I'm going to pick up Iron Flame. This is quite hefty. I'll be very, very honest. But I want to see what all the hype about. I want to see why people don't like it. Because I liked Fourth Wing. I enjoyed it. I thought the plot was a little bit predictable. But I'm curious to see what this one is. Because I love the characters in the story. And then my list book, one of my books pulled from my list, is Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon, which is, I think, her second contemporary book. And this is going to be in a blog project as well. A TV meteorologist and a sports reporter scheme to reunite their divorce bosses with unforecast results in this electrifying romance. So I'm excited for this one. And then my adult fantasy book with 7 books is going to be God Killer by Hannah Keener, which is for another project. So just because I think I confused you all last month, if I read all 7 of these books, I get to buy 7 books. Like, because they're all from my physical TBR, I can buy 7 books. And if I can't, it's as many books as I read. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do my game of chance rolls. And then at the end of this, I will talk about the rest of the books on my TBR if they don't get onto this TBR, and then we'll talk about my mandatory reads. Okay, so I always pull one just for the hell of it. So the chance card that I'm going to pull for this month that I have to read is End of a Series. You know what? This is perfect because it literally just came in the mail. Let me go unwrap it and then we'll chat about it. I didn't even unpack it, so I had to go unwrap it, but I am going to read Destroy the Day by Bridget Kimmerer. I am really excited to read the end of this series. This is the end of the Defy the Night series, and I remember I really liked book 2. I thought book 2 took these characters in such a different direction. So this will be my end of the series that I'm going to read because I think that this is the end of it. So it literally just came in the mail. So I'm excited that I actually have an excuse to put it on a TBR, especially because I fail to read sequels a lot of the time. All right, so now let me roll. I'm going to try to let you look at the roll so that I don't lie. Okay. And I will tell you what the number means once I do it. Okay, so 2. Okay, so I only have to pick 2 cards, and that just means these 2 cards, if I read these 3 books, then I get to buy 2 more books on my TBR, or like a random number generator. We will see. But I will pick 2 cards, which actually is good because I have a lot of other like random reading plans this month. Oh, a sequel. A sequel series. Oh, all right. Well, let me see if any of the books on my like immediate TBR work for this that I had planned to read this month. If not, I will just get a sequel. Or maybe it means like, I don't know what that means, sequel series. All right, I'm just gonna see if I can find another sequel on my TBR, and then if not, I will put one on it. So let me just go find a sequel for my TBR. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick up Claws and Contrivances by Stephanie Burgess. This is a Regency Dragons book, and this is a companion book, but it is the characters do connect. And this fellow Rose, I read the first book, I don't remember what it's called, during the Amazing Readathon, and I really, really loved it. So I'm excited for this one. This fellow Rose, the sister, and the scholar was the one that I was really intrigued for, and that's the love interest in this one. So yeah, I'm gonna add Claws and Contrivances to my TBR. And then let's see what the next one is. Hopefully it lets me pull something from like my immediate to like my actual stuff that I want to put on here, but we will see. All right. Ooh, a book from 2023. Oh my god, that is like all of those books. So let me go pull the one that like is the most exciting, and then we will chat through it. I'm just gonna choose a random one, like not like I have a lot of them, but I think I'm gonna pick The Name Drop by Susan Lee. And this is an author of Soulmates Comes, a YA romance about mistaken identities, the summer of lifetime, and the love to risk everything for. So yeah, that is my immediate TBR. Those are all the books on my TBR that are connected to my game. Again, I am participating in Battle of the Girl Bands, and I am Team TLC. So the prompts for that are like a little bit more vague, but there is a romance prompt, which is why I chose that team. There's also books with bad, books on my self-destruct list, which is why I pulled a couple of them, and anticipated reads. So yeah, that's in things. But I'm just going to show you guys the other books that are planned for like projects. I'm not going to tell you what the projects are, but just so that you guys can see the other stuff that I'm going to kind of put on my TBR card. But these are the books that if I read them, I can buy more books next month. So yeah, let me go get the other books and then we'll chat through them. Also, to like tease my reset vlog, if you go to my reset vlog, I will tell you guys more about the vlogs and I will kind of tease them a little bit more. The one book on my TBR is Kissing Kosher by Jean Meltzer. This is for a vlog project that I'm actually super excited for. I read her first book. I don't remember the name of it, but I think it was called The Matzo Ball, and I liked it a lot. So this one's going to be on my TBR as well. And then we have Forget Me Not by Julie Soto for another vlog project. Again, I'm just in my romance mood. And then I have some romanticity on here. I have The Hurricane Wars, which literally has a stunning book. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I really hope that I like this book because this cover is just so pretty. I've heard some mixed reports. I know Alexa from Alexa Love Books enjoyed it. But this edition is so pretty. Also, Foxglove King by Hannah Whitten is for another vlog project. I swear I will tease these later. And then I have Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a new acquisition to the TBR. The Love Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood. The Plus One by Maisie Eddings. Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I'm really not going into a lot of details because I don't know a ton. And last but not least, Kiss the Girls by Zerdaya Cordova. I have to add 2 more things to my TBR, but I don't know what they are yet. So I will come back up when I have those 2 things that I did for my reset vlog, and we will kind of chat through those, and then we'll end it. But yes, I have a pretty impressive stack. It is also the shortest month of the year. And yeah, but a lot of this is romance, which I tend to read romance super quickly. So we will see how this goes. I will be back with my 2 things that I pull in my reset vlog, and then we will wrap this up. Bye. Dragons, we are back to wrap up my TBR. I did wind up adding 2 books to it. I wound up unwrapping The Darkness Outside of Us by Elliot Shriver. So this is a space opera with a romantic twist, and I remember Purpose in the book said it was very, very shocking and surprising. So I'm excited, and I did wind up picking another, like reading, like spinning another book, but I think I'm just gonna buy the next Veronica Speedo book because I'm so close to being caught up, and just make that my priority for this month, because my TBR, I'll just show you. This is the stack of books that are on my Hey friends, I didn't realize I didn't wrap up, so I'm gonna end this wrap up here. Let me know in the comments, are you participating in any readathons? Did I miss any? Of course, I'm still doing Pokemon or Pokemon-a-thon. I'm gonna count that at the very, very end when I do my end of the month wrap up. And I'm also participating in the Girl Band-a-thon and then the ABC-a-thon. So let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything, if you're doing anything, if you have any of these books on your TBR. Also, if you're doing any projects, I would love to know about them. Tell me in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys soon for my next video. Bye.